The Finnish National Commission on Sustainable Development was established right after the Rio Conference in 1993, and it has continued since then, and is one of the very rare commissions that are still alive. There are different models for organizing sustainable development on the national level, and when we are speaking about the citizen participation, there are two options. The so-called autonomous, autonomous sustainable development advisory councils, and this kind of councils are still active also in Europe. And the network of European Environmental and Sustainable Development Council started already 1993, and there are about 25 councils from 16 European countries. But like I yesterday already mentioned, there are some dangerous trends. Some of these councils have been just finished by the government, like in the UK, United Kingdom. The new Prime Minister decided to finish the work of the UK Sustainable Development Council. One of the reasons was the book released by the council, and that was written by the Professor Tim Jackson, Prosperity Without Growth. So that was a bit against the government policies. So then there are so-called multi-stakeholder hybrid or partnership model sustainable development councils, and the Finnish National Commission on Sustainable Development is one of them. I know some, like in Philippines, there are some of this type, but our council is maybe very unique. It's a very big one, over 40 members, and chaired by the Prime Minister. Sustainable development needs a home on a national level. It's meant to coordinate sustainable development policy processes, strategy processes on a national level. The home also means that there should be a continuity, and we have been lucky that the governments since 1993 are positive and have served a home for sustainable development. Our council, like I said, is a multi-stakeholder or hybrid, meaning that the cabinet, the government, is involved in the activities of the council. Chair is Prime Minister, Minister for the Environment is the Vice Chair. There are other ministers from the cabinet, and we are just changing the composition of our council, and we will have all the party leaders from the parties in the cabinet. The Conservative, the Social Democrats, the Green Party, Left-Wing Alliance, the Swedish People's Party, the Christian Democrats. So quite a huge success. Then we have members from the parliament, from 3 of the parliamentary committees, from the Futures Committee, from the Committee on Environmental Issues, and Committee for Foreign Affairs. Then we have high-level representatives from various ministries, from administration, regional administration, and local administration of municipalities, and then from various NGOs, not only environmental NGOs, but on consumption side, the youth organizations, health and social services, and so forth. Then academia, 2 of our churches, and so on. So quite a picture from our society. In Rio Agenda 21, it was mentioned 9 major groups who should be involved in the national processes on sustainability, and we have tried to follow that model all the time, but changing a bit slightly the composition of the commission depending on the activities or activity of those parties or actors. The mission of the National Commission is to promote and coordinate the implementation of sustainable development in Finland. And to keep the sustainability process alive, you need to have various kinds of activities. We have, of course, commission meetings, workshops. We have subcommittees under the commission, national conferences, partnership processes, and so forth. But really, you have to work for the process to keep it alive. I mentioned some of the key functions. I forgot to mention that in our commission we have the indigenous peoples. The Sami Parliament is represented from the very beginning. One of the activities is to write national strategies on sustainable development. Actually, in Finland, the work on government programs or programs on sustainable development by the Council started already in 1990, Sustainable Development and Finland, and our Commission published its first action program 1995. Then the government again 1998, and when preparing this strategy or action program, we invited the main actors in our society to write their own strategies on sustainable development, including the Sami Parliament. So the municipalities, the business, the farmers, the Sami Parliament, and the NGOs together wrote their own action programs on sustainable development. And this meant for the NGOs kind of a new stage for cooperation. The process was coordinated by the Nature Conservation League, but there were other NGOs involved in the process. So they worked together and produced a common action program. Then, when preparing the next strategy that was published 2006, we invited all the parties in our commission to take part in the strategy process. And this is exceptional in the whole world. I don't know any other example on that. So we started in September 2005, and the work was finished next June 2006. So it was a unanimous strategy, so really a national strategy. And we hope that all the parties involved in the process were also committed to implement the strategy. We are a bit disappointed that this didn't happen. So when making an evaluation on the implementation 2009, it turned out that the high-level officials in ministries didn't know about the strategy at all, or were not actively promoting the strategy in their sector. So now we are planning a new strategy process to better integrate all the ministries. When speaking about all the ministries, it means that in sustainable development processes we speak about horizontal coordination, meaning that sustainable development process should include all the sectors in our society. The common practice is that the ministries, the sectors have their own strategies, action programs and so forth. That is called silo politics. Silo meaning that you don't look at the other sectors, don't try to find synergies between the sectors, so you can hinder other sectors to work for their targets. Now you need a horizontal coordination and coherence in policy, and sustainable development is an integrated concept, meaning that social, economic and environmental issues should be integrated, meaning that all the ministries should work together for the common goals towards sustainability, not on a pillar basis. I know that some of you laughed or didn't understand what the pillar means or silo, but really, if you look at the sectors like social affairs, health affairs, education and so forth, if you don't think what this means to the other sectors or economically, environmentally and so forth, that is silo politics. So sustainable development is really an integrated concept and integrated policy. So Sustainable Development Council is a discussion forum for exchanging political views on sustainable development, and our Commission facilitates broad debates on sustainable development issues between government officials, business associations, social and environmental NGOs. We have under the Commission so-called network secretariat. That was also an institutional invention when we started it, meaning that the core secretariat, the Secretariat General, is in the Ministry of the Environment, and it coordinates the process. And from every ministry, almost every ministry, we have contact persons who are responsible for coordinating in their sector or ministry sustainable development. Now, there are about 20 civil servants who prepare the Commission meetings, prepare strategy processes, the monitoring of sustainable development, and even preparing the indicators for sustainable development. This network is very flexible, but it works quite well. If you think that, or the ministries think that sustainable development is important, they take part in the process. But really you have to work to keep that process alive and people interested in it. So we work on consensus basis, and we have mechanisms for finding consensus and political guidance, the Commission. By striving for the consensus on particular policy issues, the National Commission provides political impetus and guidance. And sometimes it also plays an active role in developing sustainable development government programs. How much do I have time? I could continue forever. So the horizontal coordination means coordination amongst the ministries, but then you need also vertical coordination, meaning on various administrative levels, but also between the state, the ministries, the cabinet, and the civil society, business, and so forth. And have a transparent and open process. This model, our model, is maybe the best one, because in the meetings, every NGO, whoever, can ask questions from the Prime Minister, from the other ministers, and so forth, and they answer right away in the meetings. That is quite exceptional.